Hello folks, shintigercurl here, that dude in the straw hat, bringing you yet another awesome video. Alright, it is Friday, and you know what today is? It is time for the worldwide release of 20th Century Fox's new attempt to reboot the Fantastic Four franchise. Now, yesterday, I already had some preliminary reviews, and they are not good, predominantly from one of my favorite reviewers, Jeremy Jahns, who called the movie forgettable and well-intentioned but bungled in a lot of places. Now, I already read the article. I already read a review done by a person on the Comic Book Resources forum. Now, this is what I woke up to. It's a new article titled I'm sorry, Trank distances himself from Fantastic Four, insisting that his version was fantastic. Now I'm going to read the article, of course, but you can read it for yourself. I will provide the link in the description. So, Fantastic Four opens today, and the buzz surrounding 20th Century Fox's attempt to reboot the Marvel comic property has been less than kind. The film currently stands at 9% on Rotten Tomatoes, with the sites finding 10 positive reviews out of 100 negative ones. Comic Book Resources' own Christy Puchko, I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, I'm sorry, called the film a profound mess and most certainly not fantastic. With the film going so poorly with reviewers, director Josh Trank expressed his frustration with Fantastic Four via Twitter and then promptly deleted the tweet. And it shows that the specific tweet, which goes, "A year ago, I had a fantastic vision for this and would have been received great reviews. You'll probably never see it. That's reality, though." And it was promptly deleted. But a tweeter named Mike Ryan, thank you, Mike, saved the tweet, and he counter tweeted, "Josh Trank deleted his tweet. Good news, I still have it. The oral history lives." As The Hollywood Reporter notes, the tweet implies that the final product was the result of meddling from the movie studio and outside forces, and that Trank's original vision for the film did not end up on screen. And that is a advertisement for said movie. Shame that they would do this.
I thought to look for you. Oh, there we are.
All right. THR also notes that rumors that Trank's tenure as director was a rough one, with sources close to production calling him erratic and very isolated. It also said that Trank did not have a clear vision for the film, with one insider saying, "If you're going to have someone who can't answer questions or who isn't sure or who is hiding, it's not good." To course correct FF, it's been said that producers Simon Kinberg and Hutch Parker filled in for Trank and finished the film, as Trank apparently had become unreliable. Trank had been attached at the helm of producing one of the upcoming Star Wars anthology films produced by Kinberg, but left the project in May. Fantastic Four opens today. So, there we go. Now this brings up an interesting point. Was he right? Would Trank's what we saw, or what many of you have seen so far of this movie, could this have been a great film? Was there a nugget of gold in this mountain of shit that was Fantastic Four? Honestly, I don't believe so. Because, for one thing, based on the reports that I've heard, Trank asked Kate Mira, the woman who plays the Invisible Girl in this movie, not to read the comics. This is a clear sign that you have no faith in the project, because you're telling your actors to not read the source material. Anyone who does a comic book adaptation movie encourages the actors to read the source material, because if you don't read the source material, how can you have an accurate portrayal? Look at Heath Ledger, the late great Heath Ledger. He read a lot of comic books in preparation for his titular role in The Dark Knight as the Joker. He read The Killing Joke, which is considered by many comic aficionados as the definitive Joker story. He watched Mark Hamill's portrayal of the character in the highly acclaimed Batman the Animated Series. He also watched Jack Nicholson's portrayal in the Tim Burton Batman film. He did his research. This is what you need to do. If you're gonna portray these characters, you need to understand what these characters are like. Unfortunately, if a director tells you not to do so, that means it's gonna be fucking bad. Because I can tell you right now, Chris Evans read a lot of Captain America comics because he really got that character down. And say what you want about Thor, Chris Hemsworth, he must have read some Thor to get how the character speaks, how he acts, what his mannerisms are, how he interacts with people and mortals. He must have read at least a couple of comics just to get the character down. So for him to come out and say this on Twitter and then delete it must mean that he fucked up, because even if we saw what his vision was, it wouldn't have helped matters, because it's clear from reports as well as the finished product that he had no grasp or understanding of what makes the first family of Marvel so important and so awesome. The fact that he fucked up Doctor Doom. I left a comment on Jeremy John's review of the Fantastic Four, and it's gotten likes and replies out the ass. If you want to know, I'll leave a link in the description. Check out Jeremy Johns. The guy knows what he's talking about. But I left a comment in the description and said, how can people keep fucking this up? Why is this so hard, especially with Doom? Why is it so hard to get that you can't get one of the most iconic villains in comic bookdom right? This is the villain who took over the world twice, gave it up. The guy who feels that the only way for humanity to survive is for him to be absolute ruler of the world. And this was enough that the Panther God of Wakanda, who could have killed him at a moment's notice and Doom could have no way of stopping her, to believe him. This is a man who has obtained godlike powers on more than one occasion through his own genius and intellect. A man so charmingly deceptive that he can charm over a storm of all people. He actually charmed her. He's that good. A man infinitely complex yet so simple. The villain who was the inspiration for Darth Vader. That's right. Dr. Doom inspired George Lucas to create Darth Vader. There you go. And they keep getting him wrong, especially in this one. So, the question I'm posing to you is, based on what we've seen and what has been reported and what has been reviewed about this movie so far, and what we've learned about the production and the difficulties with this director, what would this movie have been better if Trank's vision hadn't been fucked with? Would it have been the Fantastic Four movie that we really wanted to see? I'm not gonna say my answer. I'm just gonna leave it to you guys. Leave an answer below. Do you think that Trank's vision really would have gone off if it hadn't been for so-called studio meddling? I'm asking you this. I'm not leaving it up to you. Do you think so? Have you seen the movie, or have you seen any reviews of the movie? Do you believe that this would have happened? That this movie would have had more positive reviews if Trank's vision hadn't been fucked with? I'm asking you that. So that's my thoughts. If you like what you see, link, comment, subscribe below. Got any questions, comments, or like I said, I'm leaving the question to you. Leave below. I will get back to you. I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. I don't have that many subscribers, but I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say about this matter. If you want to support the channel, click the like button. It really does help out. Or click on an advertisement. That helps out too. Or if you want to donate directly, you know what to do. So until next time, it's been Shin Tiger Curl, that dude in the straw hat, saying good day. And why is it so hard to get a good Fantastic Four movie?